Hi Leo, welcome back and welcome to another reading. I hope that this one finds you well. This will be your general reading for February 2024 for those of you who have a Leo sun, moon, or rising. And if you don't have one of those placements and it's a title or the thumbnail that led you to click onto this video, like we always say, stick around. There may be something here for you. If you'd like to support this channel, you may do so by watching an ad whenever it comes up. Six of Wands coming out. That's glorious. So yeah, just thank you for being here. Oh my gosh, it came out again. I think we should start off with that because that one really wants to be seen, wants to be acknowledged. Six of Wands, that's Leo energy. I will still pull one though, because it's tradition. Six of Wands, the Moon. Bottom of the deck, we got the Nine of Swords. All right, let's talk about what's here. This reads to me like you taking the time to turn your attention toward the things that make you feel uncomfortable. And to say that they make you feel uncomfortable is not a very helpful description, because I think that uncomfortability is it at the surface level. For many of you, it goes beyond that. They're the things that are the enemy of progress. They're the things that you worry about the most. They're the factors that you fixate on. So whether you're the one who's creating this opportunity to really look at these things, and I don't yet know why you're looking at them, or why you're addressing these things, one can only reason that it would be because there's something that you're trying to conquer there, and that's something that tracks in your that's a part of your nature, isn't it? That desire to take charge, that desire to conquer. I don't know if you've tried to move on from a water sign or the point that I'm getting is that they may not be in your present, but I think that the love and appreciation and respect that this person from your past has for you there's a lot of it they have, but it's like, oh, well, why do you feel like that now? Where was all of that energy back then? They were pretending to be something they weren't. And you and I both know that you don't You can't respect that. Especially when it's hurting you in some way or holding you back. All right. We will talk about these again. Hold on. All right, so we're back to talk about your cards one more time. I've organized them like we've been doing in a way that makes sense to me, that I could really follow, and I hope that this helps you understand the meaning that I'm trying to convey and where it's coming from in the cards. And we're going to take it section by section, and we'll start with the Six of Wands and the Moon card in the top left. Now, we spoke about it briefly in the first part, but these are those things that you think about day in, day out. They're it's reading like the necessary evils. Things that maybe if you had the choice on whether you had to deal with them or not, you would probably choose not to, maybe because it's not a very fun experience or not very fun things to examine, but it's necessary work. And there could have also been here a step that was taken because of a belief that it was necessary, but it all fell through, or it ended up being a huge mess or a tremendous waste of time because there are some things here that weren't really considered. And it's not because you didn't want to consider them, it's just that maybe you didn't know. And that raises the question of, are we responsible for the things we allow to happen because of a lack of information, a lack of knowledge? I can't answer that question. I can just only convey that I understand that can be pretty difficult to face. So the fact that you do it voluntarily, huge respect for you and for that. And I think that you're not about to pretend like there isn't an issue. And I think that the people who tend to pretend that there's an issue, those are the people you pull away from. Or did I say that right? The people who pretend that there isn't an issue, those are the ones you tend to pull away from. And I think that there is some kind of influence in your life, maybe someone from your past that things fell through with, that it's not so much about being right or wrong or about who was right or wrong, but I think that you understand that falling out a bit more. I think that you understand why this person is not around anymore. You understand and you can see and you can get it. And I think that from this space, you're able to fill in all of the holes in the plot. You're connecting the dots and things are beginning to make more sense. Someone's behavior, their decisions are beginning to make more sense. And hey, it could be yours. Maybe you are developing a deeper understanding about your behavior and about how the steps that you've taken have gotten you to where you are in life. They have determined your current or present circumstances, and it's that type of self-work and reflecting you're doing, which is very beautiful. So we shouldn't approach a reading and always think about the things that are talked about and think that it's just outside of us, and that it's always other people and it's always going on in their lives. And that's my biggest issue, if you'll let me rant here for a moment, with Nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna even like talk about anybody else. What I will say, however, is that I hope that the people who come to this channel, who come to The Way Out and watch these videos, understand that we are on a path of understanding and one where we are trying to develop ourselves and evolve, and we hold ourselves accountable, and we understand that when we look at a reading, you know, we're capable of some of the same things that we see in other people, but it's that awareness and altering of our behavior, because we now have a deeper understanding of who we are, that we have a positive effect, that we positively change our lives, change our circumstances, and that's what we're going for here. Now, however, you know, there is another part of this that is about an individual that I want to address. I think that this person has carried themselves a certain way, and I think that they have made promises to you, and they've in some ways exposed you to or fed you some kind of narrative, and I think that it made you believe a certain thing about them, or made you see them a certain way, and maybe it went so far as to leading you to believe something about someone else, because to accept someone's narrative is to also view the people that they're not speaking very highly of in the same light. And even though you haven't met that person, you may not know them. If you're not a fair person, I would say, you would be prone to believing what you're told about someone else. And this is why I always I am a huge fan of allowing everyone to develop their own opinion about someone. You should never, you should never be trying to coerce other people into thinking the same way that you do about someone else. Give them that opportunity to discover it for themselves. Give them that opportunity to come to their own conclusion. Present to them the facts, emphasis on facts. Present to them the evidence, and then allow that person to formulate their own opinion. But I think that there is an individual who has just been so manipulative and so devoted to getting people to subscribe in the way they think and view things, that hold on. Had to take that call. So like we were saying, there's an individual who is so devoted to getting people to, they want to win, and they'll do anything that it takes. They'll say anything that they feel they need to say. They'll withhold anything they feel they need to withhold, and it's all to the end of trying to preserve or maintain something that they have. So it's an abuse of power, and it's an abuse of position. And I think that anyone who's not being real, not being who they are, anyone who isn't telling the truth is an enemy. And maybe that's strong, but I just think that they're really not helpful. And there's something that you really want to repair. There's something that you really want to make right because of that new information that you have, because of that deeper understanding. The truth is always, it's always the truth. Whether or not anyone else believes it, whether or not anyone else subscribes to it. That's what makes it so powerful. And I think that, yes, if you want to make something right with someone here, I think that you can. If you want to reach out to that person who you now have a better or clearer picture of, I think that you should. And I think that even if it doesn't go your way, even if it'll never be the same, I do think that it'll give you some peace. I don't think that this is the type of person who would make you feel like an idiot for trying. And these wicked people who have been lying, these wicked people who have been dishonest, burn them out. They need to get the fuck up out of here. Just so fake. I don't know that I did this, but I'm hearing I tried to tell you. Somebody saying that. But it's okay. You know now. You know now. And it's better late than never. I hope you found this helpful. The link to my PayPal is on the About page and the channel page if you'd like to donate. We're on Spotify Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Check out the Way Out podcast by Tyson. If you're looking for more content, please know that you're loved, and I have a tremendous amount of respect for what you're doing here. You're cleaning up your life, cleaning up your environment, getting these fake ass people out of here, and you're fixing it. You're setting it right once and for all. Till next time.